YouTube? Here we are with the C5 at New Jersey Motorsports Park. Finally, after so much work on the car, first proper track day with the car. We got the R888s on. We got the racing brakes, Hog DTC 60 pads up front and 30s in the rear. Got fresh oil in, and I topped it off with almost a quart of extra oil. That's one thing you should always do on a racetrack, because when you're turning, there's so much G-force on the turns that when the oil sloshes over to one side, the oil pump might not be able to reach it. So while you're turning into the corner, the engine's not getting any oil. So it's always good to top it off a little bit. And plus, on the racetrack, you're probably going to burn that extra oil by the end of the day anyway. But anyway, the car's ready, the tech is done, so let's get out there.
In a heavier car, Damon, is get that apex, go straight for a second, do all your braking in a straight line, and then turn in.
Okay.
Try that. Here. Can you hear me okay?
Yes. It's breaking up a little bit, but it's okay.
All right. I have to change headsets. Shifting into your legs lower gear here.
Yeah, once we get out the yellow, I'm gonna start doing it.
Okay.
Yeah. Still in stock suspension, so gotta get used to it.
Yep.
Especially since it's a 100,000 mile stock suspension.
So stay a little tight right in here. Make that apex right there. Get right on the apex. Now go straight and brake, and then turn in. That way you can book through there pretty fast. Get all your braking in a straight line. And then
Yeah.
That's one way. There's about 10 different ways to get through there.
And none of them work.
That's true. My car's so light, I got a little BMW M3 that I race a little bit. I just hug it all the way around.
Yeah.
It's not so light, it just sits there.
I've driven with an instructor at one point in an M3 and Thunderbolt. That was actually my first instructor ride along. But it was a fully built, I think, like a GTS car with a wing and everything, and it was crazy.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm curious to see what like a completely built for like Specchiata feels like.
I mean, Miata?
A Spec Miata, yeah.
Yeah, they are momentum cars, so they handle like mad. They're unbelievable.
Like go-karts, yeah.
Yeah, but their foot's on the floor all the way around.
Yeah, I've seen some videos on like Spec Miata races with foot cams. Through this turn, they're not even lifting.
Oh yeah, no heck no.
Yeah.
Well, my Mustang, before I started racing, I had a 600 horsepower Mustang all set up, and same thing around the straight, you know, in the straights. I was always leaving people in the straights, but you know, weigh 4,000 pounds, and you're only going to get 4,000 pounds through the turn so fast.
Yeah. My brother-in-law is behind us in that SRT, so he knows something about weight.
Well, got a really nice line, so, you know, to get a little faster.
Yeah, we'll see if I can stay consistent.
Of course, these guys ought to be passing people by. Right through here, that's turn 7 up there.
Yeah.
From 7 to 12, which is all through the S's, there's no passing.
I know, yeah.
But they're passing every place else.
So I gotta get the feel for the heel toe in this thing, and I got the stock pedals, and the stock the gas pedal is lower than the brake pedal.
Oh yeah, well,
so it's a little bit difficult.
Get a couple of hose clamps and get a little piece of wood and put it in there. On your gas pedal.
There's a company I saw, they make like aftermarket pedals for the C5,
good.
and the gas pedal they have has is longer and has a much wider bottom, so you can like really, you know, it's much easier.
Yeah, I'm cheap. I do it the cheap way. I just cut a piece of 3/4 ply, stick it on there with a couple of hose clamps, and that way I can move it anywhere I want. Yeah. Looks like shit, but it works. Stay on them, so I'll let you pass.
It is like, you know, this Z51, but I don't really think it makes much difference at 100,000 miles.
Well, yeah, it still does, because they use better brakes, better shocks, and all that other stuff.
Well, I got rid of the drilled rotors that they come with and put in just plain ones, because I didn't want them cracking.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I get ready for the pass here.
car behaves so much better when the tires are warmed up than on the exit ramps.
Yeah, they work better. Yeah.
Right. So that was the first session of the day. It started at 10, about 10 o'clock, and 10:20. I gotta say, it's still pretty cold outside during the first session. And I was expecting the rear end to actually be really loose in this car because it's still on stock suspension. And with it being a little cold, it's about 50 degrees right now, I thought the back end would be loose. But as you saw in the video, I got no problem with the back end. If anything, there's maybe a little bit of understeer, but so far so good. I gotta say, the car is performing a lot better than I expected it to. It's performing so far a lot better than I expected it to. The brakes held up, the oil temps didn't get too high, neither did the coolant. Everything worked perfectly. And now the second session starts at 1 o'clock. It's gonna be much warmer. So I think that's when we're really gonna get a feel for the car. Once it gets warmer. The R888s like the warm weather, so do I. They're still warm to the touch, and I've been standing here for like maybe 15 minutes already. This is just from one session. Look how much brake dust there is already on here. So I'm imagining that these wheels are going to be more gray than the tires after the end of the day. But we'll see how the second session goes. Gotta be careful in the second gear coming out that turn. Second session is over. It got warmer now. I pushed the car a bit more. I gotta say, I don't know what the lap times are yet, but I know that they're gonna be pretty fast as to what I was expecting. Now, I was stuck behind an RX-8 for a couple of laps, but once he let me pass, we were flying. But we got our first issue. All of this, that's power steering fluid. Now, I still got power steering fluid a little bit in the reservoir, but when we pulled into the pits, once we got a checkered flag, and there was no more wind noise from going so fast, I heard the pump, the power steering pump whining. I opened the hood and this is what I see. Everything on this side of the engine is drenched in power steering fluid. Now, I don't know where it's coming from yet. I mean, everything is drenched here, so I wouldn't be able to tell. But what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna go to take the 300, go to an AutoZone or something, just get any power steering fluid at least. I'm gonna top it off, and then for the next session, after 10 minutes or so, maybe, or 5 minutes, a couple laps, I'll pull into the pits and see how I'm doing on power steering fluid. And if I'm gonna be bone dry after like 5-10 minutes, then I'll just pull in and we're gonna have to find out what's going on. But if I'm losing it slow enough where I can do a whole session, then that's what we're gonna do. Right, third session is over. We definitely got more power steering fluid, but my pump wasn't whining, so it's not that bad. I still got plenty of power steering fluid in there, so I'm pretty sure that it's just like leaking from the pressure when I'm going into turns through the cap. So I'll just top it off a little bit more for the final session later today, and it should be fine. Nothing to worry about, no big deal. This is what the track looks like when you're not driving on it. This is a tower that's about like 3 stories high. So you got the main straight there, coming into turn 1 and 2. And then further down here you got turn 3, somewhere over there. You got turn 4, turn 5, the sharp left-hander, and then it goes all the way out back there and back onto the main straight. So, final session is over. I don't know what the lap times were yet because I did not run a lap timer, so I'm just gonna have to watch the footage from the GoPro and just look at the time stamps when I cross the finish line. But overall, oh, and also the power steering fluid, I lost almost none on this run. Adrian from Fast Auto told me that it's quite normal if you get a steering rack replaced, because I got mine replaced, that on the first track day it's sort of got it like self-level, so you're gonna it's gonna like push some out, you pour some in, and eventually you become stable, and then you don't have to worry about it. So this session I lost no power steering fluid, so pretty much zero issues with the car. Zero issues, the car ran great. I gotta say, for stock suspension, that's got 100,000 miles on it. The car did freaking awesome. Like I said, I don't know what the lap times were, but I'm pretty sure I've never been this fast around the racetrack yet in any car on this racetrack. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time. Woo! I gotta go to sleep, guys. When I get home, I'm going to sleep, straight to sleep. I'm not even doing anything. So I'll see you guys next time.